Hi Kaylin! So I'm afraid this is another tired video from me because yesterday I had my prom!
Hey Kaylin!
I'm at my prom and I just thought I'd say hi because it's prom and I know I'd tell you about it anyway, so I thought why not just show you it because I'm a YouTuber, so I take my camera everywhere. Everyone looks gorgeous, even the guys. You got very excited about the thought of this, Kaylin. So I did tweet you a picture, so I hope that you see it. Otherwise that picture's just going to be roaming around on the internet. And I only uploaded it for you, so love. So it seems like the theme this week ended up being like how to overcome troubles and depression and stuff. You picked a good theme there, Kaylin. No, I'm just kidding. It is actually a good theme because I've always been told I'm quite good at giving advice, so I hope I can give you some advice now. You've probably guessed this, but I'm a very optimistic person. And I think one of the reasons I'm so optimistic is because, I mean, nowhere near quite the battle you seem to be having, Kaylin, but in year 6 I was a little bit depressed. Not like properly depressed, but like the sort of things that make an 11-year-old child become depressed kind of happened to me. My best friend had just moved away and my great-grandma had just died, and then I felt like no one wanted to be my friend because it felt like they were only talking to me for my friend rather than me. And I just felt really lonely and I didn't like it. But then everything turned out okay in the end because now I'm fine. And I think since then I've kind of realised that bad things happen for a reason. Like, you've got to go through the bad to have the good. And I know that that's like the most annoying piece of advice anyone can ever give, but it is so true. You have to deal with the bad stuff to get the good stuff. For example, I'm sure we've all been through our fair share of rocky friendships before we finally found one that's worth fighting for. And I guess for you the 4th of July is kind of like a good day to do it. It's about independence and it's about standing up for what's right. So if there's anything bugging you, you need to stand up about it. You need to make sure you fix it. You need to make sure that you are feeling well because we don't want you to be sad. And I really don't want you to be sad. So you can always talk to me about these things, like privately if you want to, Kaylin. Please feel that you can talk to me. Because I know that we've only known each other for a short time via the internet. But sometimes it's good to talk to someone who doesn't actually know your real life friends or the problems directly, because then you can get an outside point of view that isn't biased, and then they won't judge you because they won't, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but yeah. I'm here for you, man. If you guys have any other advice you want to share, leave a video response. I'm always looking for some new words of wisdom to help me through my day-to-day life. And by the way, Kaylin, if you do a series of advice, if you do a series of advice videos on your main channel, then I really think you should call them "If I Got a Problem, Yo, I'll Solve It," because that would be cool. Don't do that. I actually had something I wanted to share with you because I like to talk to strangers on the internet about my problems. So I'm moving schools next year because the school I go to at the moment doesn't have like facilities for the subjects I'm looking for, which is fair enough. So I'm leaving like a load of my friends and I'm possibly going to a school with no one who I actually know. That and a load of my friends are pairing up, they're finding someone at new schools they're going to, they're finding boyfriends or girlfriends, or they're just, everyone's finally coupling up like at the end of the year and everything. And I just had a moment the other day where I felt really lonely. And I know I have you lot and stuff, but it's just like you're on the other side of the screen. I can't just come and hug you whenever I want to, and that's really sad. I always say one of the wonderful things about the internet is how it brings people closer together, but it does suck when you realise there is actually distance between you. So I don't know, it might just be me being really silly before I move schools and stuff, but do you guys have any suggestions for how I can cheer myself up? The way I usually deal with my problems is writing a song about it, so July song coming soon. I'm just kidding, I haven't actually written my July song yet. But yeah, I think that's about it for this week. I had a really nice time at prom, and yeah, I think I'll see you next week. I will see you next week. Next week is my last week before I go on holiday. Do you want me to have guest people, or does that kind of defeat the purpose of this channel? My sister suggested that you get Don to fill in for the next 2 Fridays. I think that might be quite entertaining. Anyway, love you loads, guys. Bye! Also, I know this is really long overdue, but I thought I would show you Alex Day telling me that he liked my cover of Lady Godiva when he did his thank you video for me.
Lizzie, your cover was so nice. Thank you for making it and bringing it into my life. And thank you for buying my song.